out and backed off.
My name in RLCS is Sigms, so like whatever they want to call me.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
call you
Japanese casters
Sigms.
call me Sigmus.
Sugabus! I love that from what I see of Japanese people learning English is they like try and put it into their alphabet and then
Yeah.
say things.
Yep.
It's awesome. So it's not
Like they
Sig,
don't
it's
have
Sigma.
certain letters in their alphabet. Like I don't think they have like a W.
Yeah.
That might be Cap. You might have to ask Ultrix about that. But
Hey,
I know
Olpix,
for
here are the
for
hard-hitting
some of
questions. Do you have a W?
them, yeah. Do you have a W in your one of your 3 alphabets?
Alright. We are live, by the way.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, they've all found out everything you've said.
Oh, they know.
Also, maybe move your mic a little bit further away, just because it's catching your breath. Yeah, that's probably good.
He's done it.
Yeah. Do you do your hair
know what,
just for the interview, or is it always like that?
No, so I do my hair when I go to work because otherwise it's in my eyes and then I can't see. I also
It's
need a
not that
haircut.
long,
It's
is
super
it?
bad.
Yeah. Well, I went 5 months without a
I
haircut
guess not.
because we had a lockdown
Oh yeah.
again, but we're out of lockdown now. Cases are low, feeling good.
Nice. We
Good.
beat COVID.
We beat COVID. It's over.
We beat COVID.
Oh, you got tats.
Yeah, this is what everybody said during my interview on RLCS.
I didn't
They were
see.
like, you have tattoos. You're part of the Yakuza.
Oh my god, that's true. Who did you have to kill to get in?
We'll leave that up for
Wait,
open
who-
discussion.
who was the third that Doomsee originally talked to? Where are they now?
He's actually the substitute.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, chat's pretty empty. Hi, I'm new. What's this? I'm confused. Hey, Big Nips. How's it going, mate?
Big Nips.
Big Nips.
That's my guy. Big Nips. Oh, I got a tweet from Yummy Cheese Man. Let's go.
Oh,
I'm
have you gained
famous.
like a lot of followers and that?
So since RLCS, I've gained about 15, so that's good.
Well, that's like a good, what, 5% increase? Not
Listen,
bad.
it's not the worst.
If you
I'll
got a
take it.
5% increase every day, you'd be one of the highest followed Rocket League players in Japan.
It's true. I mostly only get them when I get tweeted at by like RL stats or like Liquipedia,
hmm
and then people are like, "Whoa, who's this guy?"
He's Doomsy's teammate.
Yeah, this is the guy who plays with Doomsee.
Do you think you'll ever get outside of that Doomsy's teammate moniker?
No, literally never. It doesn't matter. I could go play for Tokyo Verde tomorrow, and they'd be like, "Yo, that's sick. That was Doomsee's teammate."
It's actually so true. It's so funny. But like, I think it's good. I think it kind of bridges a little bit of a gap between like quote unquote real RLCS and the rest of the world. APAC.
Yeah. Listen, I'll take it.
Doomsy's carry. He's actually true. What's it
Whoa.
like being the best player on Hilltop Picnic?
It's actually pretty great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leak part of my interview that I did for RLCS, and they asked who's the best player on your team, and I said me.
Yes. But did you say it in Japanese?
Absolutely not. My entire interview was in English. So
I'm
it's gonna
guessing-
come up on the stream, and everyone's gonna be spamming like "nani," and yeah, it's gonna be great.
Nani omae wa?
Yeah. I don't speak any Japanese. It's kind of great. They actually asked us for our interviews for Deck Split.
To learn Japanese.
Excuse me, to like say something in Japanese.
Yeah. Well, not for
I
next.
was like,
split,
I don't
for
know if I
next
can do
event.
that. Or next event, yeah.
Yeah. What you should have just done is gone into Google Translate, just copied something, and just
Hold
read it out.
I'll
you
do
know.
it right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Google Translate. What do I want to say? Tell the Japanese
I know the
people
word
out there.
chinko. We learnt that from Realize.
What is that?
Use deep
Oh.
L.
I've done it. I have Google translated. Yep, okay. Very nice. Thank you, Realize. Thank you for that.
Is it all in Japanese characters now, so you can't read it?
it was, yes, but I could read it. I'm gonna have to drop one of those. Hold on. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's not gonna be my one phrase for RLCS.
Well,
I'm
all
not
the
gonna hit 'em with
Japanese guys
with the
know I
cheat code.
said "watashi wa chinko desu," so
Just from what just from what I've learned from Google Translate, I can infer.
That's fair enough. Maybe you can start teaching Japanese English, and then, then you can interact with them
So
more.
there are people here that do that, like as like jobs, because like their husband will be in the military and they just go off base and they just teach Japanese to or teach English to like Japanese people
Yeah.
in like elementary school. I don't think I could do it. I don't have the patience for it.
What? To learn Japanese or to teach people English?
All of the above.
Don't you live in Japan?
Absolutely.
Surely learning some Japanese would help.
Probably.
What?
I've got konnichiwa,
Yeah, nice.
arigato gozaimasu,
Ooh, nice.
sumimasen.
Ooh,
That's all I got.
good trio. Nothing else.
That's all I need. I go to the train station. Huh? Oh, my wife is interjecting. She says hi means yes, but I don't use that. I just
Hi,
say yes.
moshi moshi.
Yeah, hi means hello, so I don't know why they use it to say yes, but like.
Yeah, idiots. Should learn how to speak properly.
Just speak American.
Yeah. Or real English. They could try that. By the way, why are you in Japan?
I'm in the Air Force, the United States Air Force, and we have a couple bases over here.
Yeah.
And I just got stationed over here in May.
Mm-hmm. So you purposely got into the Air Force just so they'd put you in Japan so you could play in APAC North and make it into RLCS. That's pretty smart.
Yes, that was the plan from 2018.
Mm-hmm.
I joined in July of 2018.
Yeah.
With a slight inkling that RLCS would come to Japan, and one day I would be able to go to Japan, right before RLCS started.
Yeah. Wow, that's really intelligent. I didn't expect that from the American education system, to be honest. So,
first of all, true, and there is no second of all.
I'm guessing you were married pre-moving here?
Yes. So we got engaged, and then what? Like, did we get engaged because we got orders? It was prior. Very shortly prior. The beginning of July. Okay, we got engaged at the beginning of July, and then I caught orders at the beginning of September.
Ugh.
So we were engaged for about, and then we just had to get married. We were gonna have a wedding in October of this year, because this was last year when I got the orders. We were gonna have a wedding in October of this year, and then we just kind of had to go have a little small one so that she could come.
Well, I don't know if that's
there she
lucky
is.
or unlucky, but I think living in Japan is probably pretty good, right?
It's pretty alright. I get to go to places. I just got back from Korea.
Oh yeah. Visiting the Lucky Bounce boys, of course.
Yep, that's what it was.
Yep.
At Daegu Air Base, yep. And then in December we're going to. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that.
You're going to Sweden?
No. Well, probably not. But we're gonna try. Yeah, we'll try. We're in the running for it somehow. So
yeah. How did that happen?
we'll see.
How did second place happen?
Okay, so we played very, very bad on day one.
Mm-hmm.
It was not good. We went like 3-1. We went to game 5 against NOR. Uh, and then had to play Detonator on stream and lost in Game 5 overtime. And then after that, I was like, well, it can't get any harder than that. So then we just won the next two. Dropped a game in both. We beat Nimt, I think, in the fourth series to qualify. And we dropped a game to them. But then day 2 happened. And we played Detonator again. And they were shaking in their little booties. In the first, through the first, 2 games.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as we started playing, first game, they just decided they weren't going to go for the ball, and they didn't want to play Rocket League. So we just scored a couple times, and then we started out really good against Detonator, and then our comms kind of fell off, and started going downhill because we started getting nervous, which is the opposite of what should happen in a series. Whenever you go up in a series, you should be like, all right, doesn't matter if we lose this next game because we're already up. But that didn't happen. We got more nervous.
Oh, it happens. Like, it became winnable all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was crazy. We knew it was winnable from the day before because we thought that Detonator was going to be, super hard. And then we went to Game 5 OT, and we were like, dude, we should have fucking won that. But, so when day 2 came around and we were playing Detonator, and we went up 3-1, we were like, all right, free low. And then closed it out 4-2, I think. And then we played... On day 3, we played Ganders, and we were like, all right, this is probably...
Yeah, you're meant to lose that. Come on.
Yeah, I was like, so my personal goal for this split was top 4. Like, if we can get top 4, over the moon, dude. Hype. Went up against Ganders, same thing. They decided they didn't want to play Rocket League. And we decided that we did want to play the game. And that made it really easy. Because they didn't go for the ball and we did. And normally in Rocket League, big advantage when that happens. So, I don't even remember what the series... That was either a 4-1 or a 4-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4-1. Like, we played better against Ganders than we did against Detonator. And Ganders is the... okay. I thought we were, top 4 before this started. I was like, okay, there's, Tokyo Verde, Ganders, Detonator, us. Down here. And then we beat Detonator. We're like, we're number 3. Then we came up against Ganders, and we're like, holy shit, that was easy.
We're number 1.
And then we had to play Realize in a best of 3, best of 7. And that format is so bad. It is not fun. Even if you're winning, I guarantee I haven't done it, but I guarantee it's not fun. That shit's so long. That's 2 hours worth of scrims against the same team.
Hey, it could be 3 if you go to the 3rd series.
Yeah,
or more if you go to Game 7.
Imagine if you have to play 21 games of Rocket League against the same team in a row. I would lose my mind.
I mean, I'm not in a disagreement. I can tell you that much. I think it's worse in APAC because then you get to the major playoffs and it goes back to best of 5s and then a best of 7 grand final with a 1-game advantage.
Yeah.
So it's
I don't know. I feel like that's something that should be at a major or something and not in a regional.
Well, it will be at the major as well, but
but I think it should be exclusive to majors or and world championships.
Yeah.
Those endurance things, that's for the best teams in the world to play against each other at the highest level to see who's really the best team in the world. That's not Tokyo Verde shitting on whoever they want to in the grand finals for 8 games. That's not what that format is for.
How nervous they were that day.
Tokyo Verde?
Yeah. I think especially against Nimt, they were really nervous.
Why? Because they were the only team who could take a game off of them or something?
I don't know. They were just nervous.
I don't know what the hype around this Nimt team is. This Nimt team is garbage. First of all, I called them out in my RLCS interview. They were like, they asked who's your rival, who are your rivals for this, and I said probably Detonator because we play super close games, and Ganders because we play super close games in scrims.
Yeah.
And then Nimt solely because I have asked everybody on their team for scrims at least 5 times, and they ego me every single time. So whenever we play them in the main event, we just shit on them because they're bad and they won't scrim us.
Oh my god. Well, I'm glad that they don't speak English, so we...
Hey, they can try and shit talk me all they want, dude. we have the win.
That's true. They got a 5th to 8th, which makes it almost impossible now, realistically. Not really, but...
What do they have to do? Win back-to-back and have Tokyo Verde not make top 16 twice?
No, they'd want Tokyo Verde to either win or come second to them, you know, like just let them be the other team. But they'd
Be
have
the number
to...
one and then be the number 2.
They'd have to probably at least come second twice and then like maybe hope for a bad result for someone else.
It's kind of crazy because even if we do make another deep run and get second place and then lose to Tokyo Verde inevitably again, we're still not set for the APEC, for like the what's it called?
The major
APEC
playoffs.
qualifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, second. I think you kind of still are though, because then Tokyo Verde, for the most part, are expected to win the last one. Like, it would be crazy if the other team then beat Tokyo Verde as well, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think we just have to get... I mean, the Swiss bracket is super luck-based.
Well, I wouldn't say luck,
nobody's
but
realized yet.
snowball-based, you know? Like, one game difference can make all the difference for you.
Yeah, like, we dropped... Let's throw it to APAC South here, where Team Celestial, Hirio, Rez, and Melody. Yeah, so their first first regional, they got the hardest Swiss bracket of any team, and they are like probably a top 4 team in that region, and they just didn't make top 8. They got to prove it, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of did. I mean,
they were actually sick. I've become huge Celestial fans since that Game 7.
Hirio is my absolute boy. I love Hirio, and he absolutely was popping off in that series against Game 7 Asia Manji.
Yeah.
Absolutely popping off, dude. Fucking musty double taps, crazy redirects, doing it all.
And then Rez did an own goal in Game 7, and it was all over.
See, that's the Rez factor. Okay, Rez is either plays out of his mind or he's the worst player on the field, and that's just how he is.
I actually feel like Team Celestial is every APAC North team, right? 2 really like awesome players and 1 person who either pops off or does nothing. Like, that's what I feel like every team has. Like, these 2 great players and then 1 person who's sometimes along for the ride. Hopefully not. Because Maru played incredibly well in the grand final.
And Maru's crazy.
Yeah. And at other times, it's like, empty. Yeah. So, do you like the APAC South guys? You hang out or play against them a lot?
Yeah. So when I moved here in May, I started playing 6-mans, and the Asia 6-mans is overrun by APAC South people. There's like no APAC North people. It's like me, Furlash, Conra, who doesn't play the game anymore.
Yeah.
Who's rank S, and then Croato. I don't know if you know Croato. He is 13.
Wow. Yeah, no, I don't know.
13. He's super young, but he's super good.
Is he Japanese as well?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And they're Lunatic, who plays on...
Oh, Lunatic's awesome. He's Grace.
I don't remember what team he plays on.
Lunatic and Assault, another team I'm fans of.
Yes, I love Lunatic. He's super good at the game. I think, no slight to his teammates, but I think Lunatic deserves a way better team than what he's on.
Well, him and Assault worked really well together, but again, I think like every team just doesn't have that third player. I'm waiting for APAC North to consolidate all its talent to the top, and then all of a sudden you're going to see people chasing down Tokyo Verde.
Yeah, so before the season started, I tried out with Realizing Tenhao because Maru was
busy,
kind of stepping away. He was like he wasn't motivated to play, which is super weird. Like, you've been playing nonsense tourneys your entire life, and now you have RLCS and you're not motivated. What's wrong with you? But anyway, he ended up coming back, obviously.
Yeah.
So, but I think I was gonna be one of the choices for Tokyo Verde. One of the few. And then I think this might be a leak. I don't know. It's just toxic.
I just like
rumors. rumors have it, I won't state my sources, but this might actually already be out there. Zen from OCE
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be coming up and playing for Tokyo Verde next split, supposedly.
There you go, guys. Zen to Japan.
Maybe. It's very possible. I have reputable sources.
Yeah? Is it called Scrims?
I did scrim with that team who told me that, but they're a South team.
Yeah.
So, and that was before RLCS. That was like, yeah, if I was allowed to play in Apex South, I would be playing for 3 Rats.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
Aoki. Sorry.
Yeah. You would be playing, like, as in...
Yeah.
Who would you be playing instead of Ballerese, I guess? Yeah.
Yeah. And that might have been like a...
If APAC was
like a
one
bi-company
region,
thing, but
basically.
yeah, I'd probably be playing for Aoki.
So you're good friends with them?
Yeah, LCT's my boy.
Oh, nice.
Love LCT.
LCT, the boy with the chain. The C stands for chain. He hates that too, it seems. Because he wore a chain on the first interview and then Poofy made fun of him on an interview last week. So now, and then I brought it up on RLCS and he was like, no, that's just Poofy.
Dude, there's some weird teams. The team switched up a lot right before RLCS.
Yeah, it was really surprising. And a lot of people came back and, yeah.
Yeah. Like Chaotic did not
Yeah.
play with the team he plays with now.
Well, even
To
in
be fair,
APAC
he never
North,
really had
like,
like a set team, but
it felt like people were all giving up and then all of a sudden, like, it gets announced and then they're like, oh, hey, let's just
Yeah.
play with whatever team we can have or find.
yeah. So I know Detonator's been playing together for a super long time,
Yeah.
and obviously they were never gonna switch it up. When it got announced, I was like looking for teams to like try and join, and like it's super weird. I think Doomsee said this on an interview, where it was like you're basically looking for people who are good but also speak English, and that's super hard to come by in this region.
Yeah.
Like, even when I scrimmed with Tokyo Verde, we had to use English comms because I don't know any Japanese.
Mhm.
Like, if I had to, I would have learned Japanese comms. But Tenhao,
Doesn't speak English.
I fucking love Tenhao. He doesn't speak super good English.
Yeah.
He speaks a very small amount, but he can comm in English. But like, you know when you go for kickoff and you're like back left or back right, doesn't matter which way it goes, he always calls back left. So you're like cheating and it goes back left, and I'm like, all right, I'll hit the ball back left. I hit it back left, and he's on the other side of the field, and I was like, that's right. That's right. Okay.
That's awesome. I guess that's
But it's
why
like-
you ended up with Doomsee in the first place, because you
Hey,
had to
so-
pick it one of two, you know?
Yeah, so it was like you try and find English-speaking people who live in Japan, and there's a couple of them, but they're also on teams with 2 people who speak only Japanese and they comm in Japanese. Like, there were a lot of teams that were like set before RLCS. It was like Detonator, Gators, Tokyo Verde. They've been teamed forever, and they're not going to break up now that RLCS is here. So it was like super hard to find like the top, like the good players who also spoke English. And then I saw Doomsee's tweet, and I was in a call with my IRL friends. So Doomsee is one of the first people who ever got me into Rocket League, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot of Subpar but in HD tutorials. Oh, hello, Opix. And so I was like, I'm gonna shoot my shot and see what happens. And then he DM'd me back like instantly. I literally I sent the DM to him on Twitter. I was like, hey, I just moved here. Here's my Rocket League tracker. Let me know if you want to play. And then like 10 minutes later, he DM'd me back, and I was like, oh, no fucking way.
The real
And now I'm on a
Doomsee.
team with him. Yeah, and now I'm on a team with him.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, but
And he
Yeah,
had
I
no
can't-
idea who you were before then?
oh, absolutely not. Nobody knew who I was, dude. I was a ranked warrior in NA, like
Yeah.
like a couple seasons in a row. I was like top 20 in threes, and that's like it. That's all I did.
That's
No accomplishments.
wait, top 20 in threes, but it was that early season or like mid-late season?
Like finish the season.
Yeah,
top
that's
20.
good then. That's pretty
Like
good.
a couple 2100 finishes,
Mhm.
but like that's just ranked war. That's just me solo queuing at ranked. That doesn't. And I was only B plus in NA,
Yeah.
which is like not that good. Although, however, I did look back the other day, back when I was B plus, and all of the people I was B plus with now are like S and X, and I was like, how did they get so much better than me?
Maybe they
We were
didn't.
the same at one point.
Who are the people you were playing with back then in B plus?
Oh, there's a like Indigo, No Mansion, Blaze. Blaze is absolutely popping off right now, which is fucking awesome because I love Blaze. Blaze made B plus after me, and then in the same month he got B plus, he got A, and then the next month he got X. I was like, this dude's fucking insane. But I love Blaze. He's super cool. I teamed with Blaze for a little bit, and I
Right.
teamed with Tivar, Tivaristo, Lemon Puppy.
Mhm.
Oh gosh,
Oh
Kev.
no, they're all gonna hate you. The ones that forgot you.
It's alright,
Yeah.
dude. I live in Japan now. What are they gonna do? I'm here till 2025. Like, never gonna be able to play an RLCS with them. So, maybe against them,
Yeah.
not with them.
Hey, how do you find the time to practice? Like, I mean, do you have a lot of spare time in the Air Force or something?
So I work. I'm actually on day shift now. So RLCS, when RLCS was announced, I was working swing shift, which is 2 p.m. to midnight.
Okay.
Which is the best shift, by the way, because it gives you the illusion of waking up late, like sleeping in, and also going to bed late. It's phenomenal. Also, you get to leave early on Friday sometimes. But, I mean, you can also get fucked over. I'm in maintenance, so I fix airplanes.
Yeah.
So whenever airplanes need fixed, like even if it's Friday, and your like ETAC is like 03, you're staying till 03 to fix the airplane, so that kind of sucks. But when RLCS got announced, I went to my, I went up to the guy who's in charge of my shop, and I was like, "Hey, can I get on day shift?" Because I knew that I was gonna need time in the afternoon to play. So I moved to day shift, and now I work 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
I think most importantly, did you say, hi sir, am I allowed to play a kid's card game? I need...
Okay, that didn't happen. I didn't tell anybody about it
Oh no.
in my shop, but there are some people who knew because some of the people in my shop were stationed with me at in Texas also, which is
Mhm.
where I was before I came to Japan. So I was stationed in Texas, and then I came here, and a couple of them were already over here, and so they knew that I played, and I get made fun of every day for it, but it's all right.
Yeah, but can you
Actually,
tell them you won $1,000?
I did tell them I won $1,000, and they were like,
Nice.
with video games, and I was like, yeah, pixels on the screen, $1,000. Yeah, I actually have the Air Force gaming shirt because I played in an Air Force tournament where it was just people from the Air Force, and I won, so I got a t-shirt and like a patch, and it was sick, but I was like, this is way too easy, so I just quit. It's like, I'm not playing this.
Can you wear the patch on your uniform?
So, not normally, but ITDY, so I get to like go, like when I went to Korea, that's like, it was like a 3-day trip,
Mm-hmm.
but there's like no rules when you're on the road, so that will be worn when I'm on the road.
Beautiful. I won this playing with pixels on a screen, guys.
Pixels on the screen got me free stuff.
Who are
Suck it, mom.
the best players in Japan that aren't on Tokyo Verde?
Well, you gotta do me like this.
Well, I'm interested because like I've like really like picked up on, I don't know, I just like really pick up on like these crazy duos scoring awesome goals, you know, and I think every caster who pretends they know anything about Rocket League are just gonna and viewers, you know, see those players and be like, that's an easy pickup. Those are awesome guys, like you said, Lunatic.
Yeah.
However, you would know way more from an actual player's perspective playing against them.
Okay, so the good players who are not on Tokyo Verde.
Mm-hmm.
God. I'm gonna make people mad if I don't say their name, I think.
Okay, let me go through
No,
each
I got
team.
you.
Okay,
I got
okay,
you.
okay.
Haru.
Yeah, Haru God.
Haru.
Yeah.
Luna. Luna T. This is tough. Like, who would I say the best player on Ganders is?
Popo.
Namoto, probably.
It's Popo. It's Popo. It's
I think
100%
it's Namoto.
Popo. It could be Namoto.
Okay, so I think
But
of
I'm
like
going
the best
Popo.
player differently than everybody else does.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a bunch of people would look at the team. Okay, they would look at Hilltop Picnic and they would be like, Doomsee, he has a check mark on Twitter, he's the best.
What? No, it's
Or they
you.
would be like,
that one's
no,
easy.
they'd be like Furlash, because Furlash is the guy who goes for all the solo plays and he's the one who gets all the double touches.
No, that's you.
So it's like first killer. I don't do that. What are you talking about? I am third man Sig.
Third mans
My
do
goal-
stand out depending on the third man too, though.
Okay, so my goal every single series is, or every single game, if you don't get scored on, you can't lose. So if I do everything in my power to trust my defensive or my teammates' rotations, but also play more passive and be able to save a bunch of shots, we're probably going to win the game. Because if you don't get scored on, you can't lose.
Okay, well then who's the best
This
player on
game's so easy.
Ganders then?
I think it's Namoto. I think
Okay.
Namoto's the best well-rounded player. I think he is super good at controlling the ball, which nobody in Japan does except for Realize.
Mm-hmm.
And our team, because we focus on it a lot.
Yeah.
But you'll see it in spurts, because we'll be like, so before every single game, okay, I'm like low-key the in-game leader. So before every single match, I'm like, all right, before every single game, actually, I'm like, all right, things to focus on, rotations, comms, bumps, because that's massive in this region for some reason, and if you outbump the other team, you win the game, and that's just how it goes. Calling who's second and who's third, which is massive for rotations.
Yep.
And there's one more that I can't remember because I haven't played this game in so fucking long.
Wait, you're not preparing for this weekend?
We have scrims tonight. We play Gander. We're scrimming Ganders tonight, but so right after the first regional, I left for 3 days and I went to Korea and a couple other places in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came back, and then Doomsee wasn't free. And then every like off weekend where there's not RLCS, Doomsee is away. So we just don't play on those weekends. It's like a rest weekend. And then this week has been weird because Doomsee was gone on Monday and I was gone yesterday because my wife literally just got back. I had to go pick her up from the airport yesterday. And my dog. My dog's here now.
Oh, cute.
Love my dog. Shout out Nala. And then, so today was really the first day that everybody was available. So we'll scrim today, tomorrow, and then before matches on Friday.
Yeah. Well, we have a show match on
I mean-
Sunday, sort of.
On Sunday, do we really? I forget about
Yeah.
these things all the time.
Your
Everybody's like, what do you guys wanna do?"
pre-match.
Oh, that's against
is-
Alki, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot
So,
about that.
That'll
until
be some fun.
literally just now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that
you
will
may
be
not
fun,
even
dude. I love
be,
playing against Alki.
in the top 4, so it might not be like a pre-match.
It's true.
Might just
I
be.
don't know. It depends on if teams show up because we, like last regional, we just kind of were able to play our average Rocket League, and the other teams didn't decide to do that.
If you look at
except for
Apex
Tokyo Verde.
South, like the difference between Event 1 and Event 2 is day and night. In terms of how they showed up, like they were super nervous
Yep.
day 1. I mean, Event 1.
Yep.
So I do expect it to be a bit harder, at least.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see if Ganders has been preparing here
Mhm.
in about 2 hours. We'll see what they play like. I mean, scrims are vastly different from actual games. And that's like no fault. That's not like people trolling. It's just like it just works out different. We against Tokyo Verde, we've like one of the first times we scrimmed them, we split games, so it was like 4-4,
Uh-huh.
and then the next time we didn't win a single game, but I felt like we played better. So
Yeah.
like it's weird, and like Ganders and like Detonator, we were getting shit on for like the first 3 times we scrimmed them. I didn't want to scrim them anymore because we just kept getting shit on, and then out of nowhere we were like, oh, we split games. Oh, we split games. Oh, we won 7-1 in those scrims. And then Ganders has just always been like split. Super weird because I think Ganders is better than Detonator
Yeah.
by like a decent margin. But we lost an extra game to Detonator, but beat Ganders. I don't know. People who show up, and people who don't. So
Yeah.
we'll see if we show up or not.
By the way, Haru, you said Haru is like a really good player, right?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Mechanical.
Okay.
I've never scrimmed against him. I don't think I've played against him in RLCS. I play against him in ranked on US West servers, and this man triple flip resets on me. So,
Beautiful.
like, I am like the least mechanical. Okay, so normally in North America, I'm like the most least mechanical person on the pitch at all times because I do nothing except try and save the ball. But here, people give like a lot of space, and not a lot of teams like to take advantage of it. You'll see teams, Apex South 1 and E, pass the ball all over the field. They take space. A lot of other teams will not take space. The only way that other teams take space is like 1 or 2 solo plays.
Yeah.
We like to solo play whenever we get the chance. So it's, I think eventually, because I think really the only reason we got top 2 is because we are just doing what the rest of the world does, but like slower, and then nobody knows how to play against it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Haru's a bit
We'll
of a legend in this stream ever since the viewing parties.
Yeah?
So we were
yeah.
trying to get him for an interview tonight, and it just didn't quite work out. He doesn't speak English, but Homie would be around to maybe translate because Homie speaks Japanese.
Oh yes, he's the one up there. With
yeah.
Olympics.
Yeah, he's the one given a lot of input in here, and he was on the viewing party as well.
Hell yeah, I love Haru. I don't think Haru knows. Well, I mean, he probably knows of me, but I've never talked to him. But I think I like him.
Good. Well, I guess we should end there.
Yeah, I was looking at the time. I'm pretty sure I went over. That's my bad. I don't get paid overtime for this, by the way.
Yeah, I'm actually docking your pay for going 5 minutes.
That's quite unfortunate because you were paying me literally 0, so that means I pay you money.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's only reasonable. But do you like stream or anything like that, or are you just a lazy Rocket League player who doesn't make any content?
I'm a guy who fixes airplanes and plays Rocket League in his free time. That's all I do.
All right.
I'm on Twitter. That's all I got.
All right, guys. I guess you should go follow him on Twitter. There you
That's
are.
literally all I got. The only thing I got going for me. I'm up to like 280 followers, dude. I'm skyrocketing.
Guys, get him up to 300. Come on.
Oh, let's go.
Although this is one of the up to 25 viewers or something before. I guess people just don't care about Americans who live in Japan.
They don't like me.
Yeah.
They don't like me. It's all right. It's the way of the road.
Oh, they're only here for Doomsee and Realize, and those are the only people they care about.
Listen, we're gonna have to do like a squad stream sometime where it's like you pull up all of our face cams and you do like team interviews. That would be sick because you would see teams like fight with each other over what the right answer is to a question.
Yeah, maybe we do that next time with the one English speaking team.
Whoa. Listen, that's why we're the best. Okay.
All right. Well, I'll bring you in. Maybe the next time, maybe in 2 weeks' time, and I'll get all three of you. We'll see. But thanks for joining.
Right,
I like the interview. It was nice meeting you as well.
Thank you, Yummy. I've been following you for a little bit